give you a brief history on Memorial Day. Better get my glasses on first. 3 years after the Civil War ended in May 1868, the head of an organization of Union veterans known as the Grand Army of the Republic established Decoration Day as a time for the nation to decorate the graves of the war dead with flowers. Major General John Logan declared that Decoration Day should be observed on May 30th. It is believed that the date was chosen because flowers would be in bloom all over the country. The first large observance was held that year at Arlington National Cemetery, across the Potomac River from Washington, D.C. The ceremonies centered around the morning draped veranda of Arlington Mansion, once the home of General Robert E. Lee. Various Washington officials, including General and Mrs. Ulysses S. Grant, presided over the ceremonies. After the speeches, children from the Soldiers and Sailors Orphan Home and members of GAR, the Grand Army of the Republic, made their way through the cemetery, strewing flowers for both the Union and the Confederate graves, reciting prayers and singing. Introduce to you the commander of the VFW, Grizzly, post number 353 here in Ashland, Marion Jack. Thank you. Thank you, Ted. Can you hear me all right? Can you hear me back there? Okay. Yes, and band. Thank you, Ivan, for the music. Boy Scout Troop 112. Thank you for your help setting up chairs this morning and all the help you've given us. Guest speaker Bill Seymour, I'd like to welcome you. And on behalf of Grizzly Post 353 Veterans of Foreign Wars, I'd like to welcome all of you to this Memorial Day observation, because our World War II veterans are passing. Almost all of our World War I veterans are gone. It looks like we Korean War veterans are coming up next. And Vietnam was 30 years ago. So time is passing. However, we still must pay tribute to the memory of those who passed before us. Means of paying tribute vary from a few moments of silence to attending commemorative ceremonies such as this, placing flags at grave sites, or just wearing the buddy poppies. It's the thought that counts. And as long as we keep this ingrained in our hearts and souls, we will, and remember these people who've gone before us, our country will survive. The VFW pays tribute each day. Our motto is, we honor the dead by serving the living. And this is becoming more important, that we serve veterans as those who are serving overseas now return from Afghanistan. Ceremonies such as this ever since. I'm sure most of you are familiar with John Brown's body. John Brown was an abolitionist prior to the Civil War. In fact, in 1859, a group of men tried to overtake a fort by the name of Harper's Ferry. At that time it was in Virginia. And also, President Lincoln sent none other than a brief history of that. I'm going to try to read the words as the band slowly plays, I hope, and and we'll try this out. Thank you.